Alright, hope you can all hear me out there. I'd like to start by welcoming everyone here today and thank everyone for making it such a wonderful occasion. Lost already. Looking around the packed room, it surprises me how far people have come for an open bar though, so make the most of it. For those who don't know me, I'm Grant, Todd's best man. I'm sure you'll all agree today's been a great success. A bit emotional at times for some, but as to be expected. And we've still got Todd's sweet dance moves to come. I believe he might be starting out with a solo performance before him and Krista and Pete get into the big dances. And bridesmaids, amazing. And Krista, absolutely stunning. You're outshowing everyone, so it's your day. So raise your glasses to Krista. Toddy, you haven't scrubbed up too bad today, considering yesterday we didn't even have shoes to wear. Thanks, Coles. I was a size too small, Matt's a size too big, and Todd's a size too small, so we did well. And it's definitely a big improvement on the paint-stained clothes and sneakers that we normally see you walking around in. So, Krista, remember those bright blue squash shoes that were worn with, for most of the time over in London? So, traditionally, it's where I'm supposed to berate Todd and recall embarrassing stories. I've been put under strict instructions not to mention the time he may have been arrested or his knack for cross-dressing at occasional sporting events. But I'll leave it up to you to get the details off him later. I've known Todd for around 10 years now. He's been a great friend to me. We've travelled all through Europe together. We actually lived in London and shared a room for 6 months. So, yeah, I don't know how you do it, Krista, but 6 months was long enough for me, that's for sure. Since Todd and Krista first met 4 years ago, I've had the pleasure of getting to know Krista. I first met Krista in January 2015. I was actually on my way moving to London and Krista was on her way there for a holiday. It was meant to be a nice romantic getaway, I believe. I may have crammed your style a little bit since my planned accommodation was on Todd's floor. So needless to say, I made myself as scarce as possible whenever I could. So I think I had a big part to play in today, really. It obviously went well because 6 months later, Krista was in Ireland and moved across the world for him, so he must have done something right on that trip. And I think you'll all agree how Krista's looking today. Todd's definitely punching well above his weight, so it's not a wonder he was pretty fast to put a ring on it. Seeing Todd and Krista's relationship develop and the love they share together, it's an honour to call you both close friends. And you both do absolutely anything for each other. And even today, a private joke turns into a wedding song in an entrance that Todd didn't even know about. So, well, and those wedding gifts today, brilliant. So Todd and Krista have definitely had to overcome a few roadblocks getting to this point. And I'm sure many in this room have probably written a few letters to immigration saying that Todd and Krista are not actually a fraudulent couple and Todd's not hunting the green card and Krista's not illegally making her way to New Zealand. A few white lies and they've got there, so well done for that. The roadblocks they've overcome is really a sign of their true love. It's definitely not the easiest way to have a marriage. You've done amazing, moved across the world for each other, make trips back and forth, and I know both your families really appreciate it. A few words of wisdom, Todd. Never forget the 3 magical words, "You're right, Krista." Everyone in this room will know exactly how much Todd likes to talk, and when he knows about something, you're not going to get a word in sideways. So sometimes it's easier to lose an argument. Anyway, don't say anything, Todd. Lose this one. Marriage is not about finding a person you can live with, but finding a person that you can't live without. And Krista, Todd has definitely found that person, and the same for you, Krista. So ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to be upstanding and raise your glasses and toast? And introducing Mr. and Mrs. Barraclough.
Mum.
And they'll now come up and make a joint thank you speech.
Join.